is the most recent spinoff from the Game of Thrones world. And I will say this, I really enjoyed the first episode that we got this past Sunday night. I really like the two guys who are going to be the leads of it. Peter Claffey plays Sir Duncan. Dexter Soul Ansel plays Egg. I'm very interested in both these characters. I think I was really impressed, obviously, with Sir Duncan. He's giving, I'm trying to think, what's a good comparison? I'm trying to think, he's a good comparison for him, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But, oh, I know who I'm thinking of. Who am I thinking of? Brendan Fraser. That's who I'm thinking of. He's kind of giving me English Brendan Fraser vibes. I like him a lot. He's this tall, kind of, you know, goofy kind of guy. I really liked his character. I think it's a really well cast role. Look, I have not read the stories of A Tale of the Seven Kingdoms. I've not read any of those novellas because that's what this show is going to be based on. I haven't read any of them. I haven't read any of the Song of Ice and Fire books. I haven't read any of those Game of Thrones books, but I saw the entire first Game of Thrones show. I've seen the first two seasons of House of the Dragon. I really enjoyed those. When Ryan Nelson and I started our podcast, the Main Attraction podcast, a few years ago, we had a rating system, and for a while, our highest rating was at Game of Thrones. That's how good we both enjoyed that show. Obviously, that show ended poorly. I'm not going to sit there and try to defend it, but I still love that show. I have more enjoyment out of that show than most other shows that I've watched throughout the course of my lifetime. And this show, what I like about it is it's taking the Game of Thrones lore, it's taking the Game of Thrones setting, and basically saying, we're going to give you something different. And this is, to me, what spinoff should be. House of the Dragon is just more Game of Thrones. That's basically all it is. It's the same types of stories. It's the same types of things. Everybody fighting for the Iron Throne. And that's good, and I enjoy that. But sometimes it's nice to get something a little bit different. When the show began on Sunday night, when I was watching it, and it's at the beginning, and he has been kind of talking about his relationship with the knight who he has been serving has just passed away. One of the things I was watching, you start to see him talking, and you start to hear the Game of Thrones music, and you start to hear that, and you're like, all right, we're getting back into it. And they immediately cut to him taking a dump behind a tree. And like I said, I saw that coming. A lot of people were kind of surprised about that. I saw that coming a mile away because it felt very much like we're going to tease that we're going to do Game of Thrones stuff, but we're not. And that's really what that scene was trying to tell us, the viewer.